The Mexican drug war all started in 2006 after the election of President Felipe Calderón. Calderón promised to wage a war on drugs by taking out the homegrown cartels. On December 11, 2006, he sent in 7,000 troops to the state of Michoacán. There was a growing tension there after the La Familia Michoacana, a drug cartel, chopped off 5 heads and bowled them onto a dance floor. Drug cartels in Michoacán are the largest producers of methamphetamine to the U.S., mainly through the Lazaro Cardenas port. Calderón's invasion marked the first major retaliation against the cartels and the beginning of the still ensuing drug war. Through his reign between 2006 and 2012, Calderón has been able to have some success against cartels by taking out kingpins and ending some cartels. Some of his most notable victories are ones like in 2008, where he arrested Alfredo Beltran Leyva of the Beltran Leyva cartel and later had him killed. In 2009, Calderón captured and killed Braulio Arellano, head of the infamous Los Zetas cartel. Also, in 2010, he had Edgar Valdez Villarreal, aka La Barbie, captured, who was responsible for selling thousands of kilograms of cocaine to the U.S. Drug cartels have also had their success, though, during Calderón's rule. They had their most success against the government in 2008, where Edgar Millan, federal police chief, Roberto Bravo, director of the IOC, and Esteban Espinosa, head of Mexico's investigative police force, were murdered. The cartels seem to be winning, evidenced by the fact that 66% of Mexican citizens thought so. Felipe Calderón's rule ended with traffickers and the war still on the rise. The next president, Enrique Peña Nieto, continued the fight on cartels. Nieto had the biggest success ever in the drug war when he captured Joaquin Guzman, aka El Chapo. El Chapo was a leader of the Sinaloa cartel, which was the biggest provider of cocaine to the United States. He became the top kingpin in 2003 after the death of Ociel Cardenas. This was also a huge win and relief for Nieto because El Chapo was captured in 1993 but escaped in 2001 and was again captured in 2014 but escaped once more in 2015. He was captured in 2016, moved to the US, and is awaiting trial in 2018. Nieto has had more success than Calderón because cartels have become less of a threat since his presidency began. The drug war has taken a major toll on Mexico over the past 10 years. There have been 300,000 deaths and 90,000 disappearances due to drugs. The reason it is carried on is because of the supply and demand for drugs from the U.S. Also, Mexican drug cartels do not want to give up all the success and money they've been making. On the other hand, the Mexican government doesn't want to let them succeed and continue to cause chaos in Mexico. They also continue the war because over 50% of citizens support it. The Mexican government has been trying to end the war by taking out kingpins and cartels. This does not work because new kingpins rise and new bloodthirsty cartels rise, looking to make a name for themselves. For example, after the collapse of the La Familia Michoacana, the Knights Templar rose up in their place and have been one of the most sadistic drug cartels. The real solution to stop the supply and demand for drugs to the U.S. is to legalize marijuana in the United States. Since marijuana was legalized in Colorado and Washington, all of the major cartels' profits have been decreased. In these two states, marijuana imports have been cut by 40% since legalization. Drug cartels just can't compete with the quality and readability of marijuana in local American recreational marijuana stores. The solution for Mexico to help stop drug cartels is to professionalize the police force. The government needs well-trained and equipped police who are ready to face anything that the enemy has to offer. The government also needs to start paying police more for their work. Police make significantly less than other sectors and often work 50 hours a week. The government can pay them more by giving them bonuses for good work. They will be more motivated if more money is involved. These solutions can work to bring an end to a drug war that has not benefited Mexico and cost the lives of many innocent people.